Hi, my name is Cynthia McCoy, and a couple of months ago I wrote a review on Amazon about PurBlack, which I love very, very much. It's fantastic. But I said that I was going to try, because of the tremendous cost of PurBlack, I was going to try some Mumjio directly, Shilajit directly from Russia. And because I happen to know that PurBlack gets their Mumjio from Russia, and they do a lot of preparation, all their preparation of it over here, and it is a fantastic product. But I wanted, because of the cost of it, and because I wanted to stockpile some in case relations between our countries got a little worse and we weren't able to import from Russia, I wanted to see if I could get some at a lower cost and keep it. So I said I would tell you what I found out about the Mumjio that I've gotten from Russia, or at any rate that is gathered in the Altai mountains. So here we go. First of all, as I said, I love PurBlack. If you possibly can, if you're planning on experimenting a little bit, I'd try PurBlack first, because it really is kind of the gold standard and you'll know what you're looking for. And if you'll notice, there's a little crack here where I wound up smashing accidentally the lid, trying to open it, because the lid is oftentimes very hard to open on PurBlack. But I can still close it, and it's fine, and it works wonderfully. Okay, now the first one that I bought, and I bought some of them, they're all from the Altai mountains, but some I bought from Israel, purchased them from Israel, and some I bought from Russia. Now this one, and it's called Zoloto Altaya, which is actually probably the most common one that you will see sold in Russia. It seems to be sold in health food stores in Moscow and whatnot. And it's you'll see, if you look on eBay, and you will see quite a few of these in both 50 gram and 100 gram plastic jars. And the plastic does not seem to hurt it or affect it in any way. Amazon sells this as well. If you look in Amazon under Mumjio, Mumijo, you will see this sold. However, they sell it for $89, whereas in Russia it costs approximately $8. So, and you can buy it on eBay for about $28 for 100 grams, which would last you a long time. Now, here's another one that I got, which is very, very nice. This is the box it comes in, and it's called, it's cleaned Mumjio. It's cleaned Altaisky Mumjio. And it comes, here is what, now I've opened this one, but it had a seal on it, and it's very, very nice. I give it to my husband, and he seems to like it. It helps him to sleep very well. And I like this one too. Now, there's two vendors on eBay that sell this. One is actually the manufacturer, and he sells it for $10 for 100 grams. And then there's, I think, $10 shipping, which is reduced if you buy more than one. It came here promptly. You can request that it be emailed. It's very, very good. If you want to see the inside a little bit, it seems very clean. It seems good. And that's what the bottle, it's a nice glass bottle. All right. So I'm going to put that back here. Now there's one vendor that sells it for about $28 for 100 grams plus shipping. So you have to kind of look. There's a lot of pages to go through on eBay in order to be able to find this one. But he does continually sell it so far for $10 for 100 grams, and it is a very good deal. Now, the first one I got actually, and this is kind of hard to see, a lot of Mumio comes in plastic bags, little plastic containers in Russia. And in Israel as well, apparently. They don't use powdered Shilajit. And the manufacturers there in Russia feel that the powdered stuff is often subjected to high heat and is not as good. I also restricted myself to Russian Mumijo and Shilajit because it is a very accepted, even though it's not widely used. Apparently only about 5% of the population really use Mumjio, but it is definitely well known and is subject to government regulations on how it's purified and so on. Is that purification as good as PurBlack? I really don't know. I think PurBlack is really fantastic, but if you want to stockpile it or you want to get some extra or you really can't afford PurBlack, you might try some of these, and then I'll tell you what my favorite is as soon as we're done. Now this one I got from Israel, and it's the first one I got, and I think it is very good. It's a little drier than PurBlack, and if you're going to use anything that comes in one of these little plastic packets, I suggest when you open it up, you peel the plastic completely off, because eventually you're going to wind up with little pieces of plastic in there, kind of because it softens in your hand and then it gets harder when it's cooler, and it can be kind of hard to extricate the Mumjio from the plastic. Now, okay, so this would cost me, it came from Israel, it's made in Russia. I can't find it on from a Russian vendor in Russia. This one came from Siberia, and where it is gathered. And so I got it directly from the manufacturer. Now, my very favorite, the one I love from Russia, but this I bought in Israel, and again, I don't see it sold by a Russian vendor, so maybe it's for export only. For those that know a little bit about it, about Russian Mumijo, I think this might be actually made by Tabayev, but I'm not positive. But that's irrelevant. The lady that I got these from I've made 2 purchases of this in Israel. Actually, I bought her entire stock. I'm sorry. But she said that she will have some more in a couple of months, and she's going offline for a couple of months, and she said if I need more, that she will have it available. Frankly, I won't need any more for the rest of my life. But so if you want to get some, I think this one is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I do suggest it lasts a long time. It's probably a little bit drier than PurBlack, a little bit, not much. Yeah, a little bit drier. It has a wonderful effect. It seems to be very, very clean. This is what it looks like. This is how it came in another little plastic bag. And it says, okay, it's Gornova Altaya. And it means from the mountains of Altai. And it looks like, if you're going to actually look for this one, it looks like kind of an Ropnoro. But it's not. But if you're going to look for it, there are some Mumjos that are sold in the Ukraine and some from Kyrgyzstan which have a similar label. The mountains in the background and so on. I haven't tried those, and so I don't know if they're any good. If you try something like that, go ahead and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. This one, at this point, after having used this, which does me nothing but good, I always I really don't, my searching days are over. This one was a little bit more expensive. It came to about $150 for 200 grams. That's still a tremendous discount over PurBlack, and it's very, very, very worth it. So I'm probably done with looking right now. I've really got what I want. I would like to say, however, that I mentioned that the powders, particularly from the Himalayas and Nepal and so on, I have heard are not that terrific. And in fact, I have had a bad reaction to a couple of them, or just particularly one of them, and some of them weren't that effective. But if you really want to stick with the United States product, which does come from the Himalayas, and you can't afford PurBlack, I personally find that Mumjio's powdered Shilajit is very, very good. It actually is. I love this resin that we get, but you know, if you want to stick with something like this, it is pretty fantastic too. It's okay. I do think PurBlack is the best, but frankly, I think that this one that I bought from Israel, and you'd have to really search for it on eBay, because it's hard to find it sometimes. I just found it kind of by accident scrolling through all the pages. And as I said, it's not on right now, but it will be on in another couple of months. This one I like as well as I like PurBlack. It is really terrific. Okay, I do want you to realize that when you see the little dates on here, if it looks like it's expired, it's not. That's probably the date that it was purified and kept in, you know, ready for sale. In any case, the resin really does not expire. It's already hundreds of thousands of years old, so you really don't have to worry about that. You can stockpile it and you will be fine. The plastic, again, does not seem to affect it in any way. I think this one is my absolute favorite, but perhaps that's just me. I don't know. This one is very, very good. I'd say it's my second after that. And after that would be probably this one, Zoloto Altai. The gold of the Altai mountains is what it refers to. And it's commonly sold, very easy to get it. I did not find it quite as effective as my favorite here, which is sold from Israel, but these are very commonly found, and perhaps, you know, I can't really say. I didn't see anything really wrong with it in any way. It is effective. And of course, PurBlack is really the gold standard, and if you've never used the resin before, and you can possibly swing getting PurBlack at least once, I think you should do so because you'll really know what you're looking for. For myself, I wanted to actually stockpile a few kilos, if you can believe that. That shows you how much I like it. If there was one thing I had to grab out of a burning house, I would take my Mumjio, you know, after my family members. And I do think that the Mumjio powder, which is right here, is also very good. I know that it did help my husband very much when he had a backache, and I find it very, very good. But I love this stuff, and I love PurBlack. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I will answer every single one. And if you have any other comments or you buy, there are a couple of other kinds that come in glass jars that have recently appeared on eBay from Russia. You might want to try those, and I'd love to hear from you if you do, and see what you think. Anyway, that's my review, and I hope it's helpful to you.